Hello, everyone. Welcome to Verbling. Sorry for the late start. Had a little technical difficulty with the Hangout today, but I'm in now. Everything's working fine once I rebooted everything. Not sure what happened, but hi there. I'm here. Uh, my name is Teacher Oakley for the next, 45 minutes or so. We're going to talk about idioms. We're going to learn some idioms that have to do with water. We'll talk about related idioms and also about how to use these idioms appropriately. Also, as we're talking, if you have any idioms that are related in your country, I always find that interesting to compare English idioms with idioms in other cultures. A couple days ago, this week, we've been talking about idioms related to the elements, fire, water. A couple days ago, we did a class about fire idioms, and it was quite interesting that fire idioms are very universal. Russian, Spanish, Japanese all have very either identical or very similar idioms. Anywho, okay. Hi, you're in. What's your name? Your name's in Cyrillic in the avatar.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Igor.
Igor. Very
Nice
good.
to
Nice to meet you, Igor. Hi. Welcome to the class.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Julio made it too. Hey, what's up, Julio? Welcome to the class.
Hello, teacher. I was having the same problems that you were having.
Really?
It's been crazy. I hate Hangouts.
Well, the thing is Google. Well, it's Google, They are so frequently, constantly, forever doing, updates, improvements, adding things, and, and it's just like driving the roads when they're constantly doing maintenance, You're never going to get there as fast as you want.
I have an iPad 1, and it
Yeah.
works as well as it did the first time. It's so stable. I love it. Smooth, and it never crashes. Doesn't have any bugs.
Yeah.
Awesome piece of hardware.
Cool. That's good. Good for you. Okay, let's get to our topic. See if anybody else joins us here. Let's get right to it. We're going to learn some vocabulary, specifically idioms that have to do with water, cool water, clear water, water. Thank you. Thank you very much. Couldn't help that. Old Cowboy Song there. American Cowboy Song. Had to share that with you. Welcome, Ken. Hello,
Yeah.
Ken.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I'm doing okay. Doing better than the Hangouts. But
Oh,
I'm in
okay.
now. Everything's functioning okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice.
Well,
Mm.
yeah, it is nice, I guess. Okie doke. Let's see if we can learn some idioms that have to do with water. Let's start by first exercise here. Match the idioms containing water with the meanings on the right. Okay, Igor. Which of these meanings matches idiom number 1? Like a
Like
fish out of water.
Feeling strange and out of place.
Indeed. Very good. I feel like a fish out of water if you go to a formal party and you're wearing your sandals and shorts and a dirty t-shirt. You may feel like a fish out of water.
Like a black sheep.
Similar, okay. Similar, but a black sheep is more like A fish out of
Negative.
water is a very specific situation. All right, event, scenario that you're in. A black sheep is a general idea of someone who is different from everyone else, usually within a family. So kind of similar, yeah, but um, often idioms are like that. Some idioms are used for very general, expressing very general ideas, and some are used for very specific situations or events, like this one. I went to the
We
party and I felt like a fish out of water.
we have a similar idiom here, but it's like a fish in the water,
In the
not like,
water.
yeah, not out of water.
But does that mean you fit in?
Yeah, that means
Oh,
that you feel great and you fit in.
okay. Oh, okay. Actually, we do too. When I think about it, he, but we say it differently. He took to it. My cousin tried skiing, and he took to it like a fish in water. He took to it, we say, like a fish in water, meaning he was a natural. It was like a natural thing for him to do, and it
By
felt
the way,
natural.
talking about fish, uh,
Yeah.
not long ago I heard saying like a fish in a barrel. What does it mean?
Like, okay, that's all right. I'm gonna type it so make sure you get the whole idiom. Uh, you're missing half the idiom. It should be like shooting fish. Okay, if you can imagine taking a rifle or a gun and you have a barrel full of fish. It's going to be pretty easy to shoot them.
I see.
No challenge at all. Something is so easy. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. All right. No challenge at all. Okay. That's a good one, though, and related. Thanks for bringing that up. Okay. Welcome, Roman. Is it
Yeah,
Roman
it's
today?
me.
Yeah, I'm right again. I'm on a roll. Okay. Last time Anna was on, I even guessed Anna.
Yeah.
I've got like 4 or 5 in a row with you guys. I'm doing well. Okay, welcome to the class. I'll get to you in just a minute. First of all, Julio, a very common idiom, water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge. It's past and forgotten. Let's go
Past
move.
and forgotten.
Let's just move past this. It's water under the bridge.
Very good, very effective and natural use of this idiom. And yes, this is a very common idiom when you've had problems with somebody, and hopefully you can get over those problems. Hopefully, my starting the class late because of the crazy hangout problems is just water under the bridge for you guys. Hopefully you can forgive me. Yeah, Araceli normally has no problem getting in. Hi, Araceli. I also had problems. Oh, there you are. All right. I think there's some issues with the Hangouts today. Hi, Araceli. You made it. Terrific.
Hi. Can you hear me all right?
Yep. Loud and clear. You
Now
are.
I just had to reload the page. I couldn't see the join button, but it's okay. I'm here, okay.
All right. You're 5 by 5. You're
How are
coming in
you?
loud and clear. I'm good. I'm doing well. Thank you. All right, Araceli, come back to you in a second. Ken, number 3, keeping our heads above water.
Keeping our heads above water. Hmm. Hmm. Spend without thinking.
No. Think about it. If you're keeping your head above water, you're not drowning. You're not dying.
Oh. No,
Hint,
no
hint.
effect on me.
No.
Made less forceful.
No.
Hmm?
Oh my god. I give up, Ken. If
About
you're not,
money. About money.
yeah, there you go. If you're not dying, then you're surviving.
Mhm.
Okay, so just surviving financially. Yes, it is about money. You're right. So it's very common to use this in business. How's your new restaurant doing? Oh, we're just keeping our heads above water. We're just making enough money to pay the bills. It could also be about your personal finance. Oh, I need to get a part-time job because I'm just keeping my head above water. Okay. All right. Roman also talking about money. Spend money like water.
Okay, spend money like water. I think it's H, spent without thinking.
Yeah, it is. Uh, I met another American last weekend, and he's here to do some R&D work, some research and development for a major company in the United States. He's here on an expense account, meaning the company will pay for everything. OMG. That dude was, he's a friend of a friend, and I met him and hung out with him a little bit, but boy, he was spending money like water. He has a very, he works for a big company with a big expense account, and he just couldn't spend money fast enough. Great, great fun to hang around. Uh, Squandering money, Igor, yeah, definitely. You're talking about wasting money. Spending, the idea is you're spending so much money, you're just, um, well, okay. Are we all adults here? Is everyone an adult? Can I use a kind of a bad word? Um, we
I'm
also
definitely.
use, all right. We also use this expression in a more casual way with our friends. Um, if you're spending money, squandering money, spending money like water, you're just pissing away your money. Okay. I mean that, all right, we're here to learn English. That's a very, very common expression. Oh my God, he doesn't know how to run a company. He's just pissing away money. It's
That might
amazing.
be painful.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah, especially coins. Okay. Oh man, that's bad, Igor. All right.
I remember
Eric,
I heard that idiom once in a Chumbawamba song. She's pissing the
uh,
night away.
yeah,
And I
wasting it.
thought like, what are they doing? Why are they pissing the whole night? Did they drink that much? I was asking myself back then.
Okay, well, great. We've learned something today. Excellent. Mission accomplished. Yeah, if you piss away something, and it doesn't have to be just money, it's often money. Actually, Julio's absolutely correct. You piss away the night, piss away time. Yeah, true. Just wasting it, squandering something, anything really. Okay, Araceli, have you ever landed in hot water? Landed in
Oof.
hot water. Hmm.
Land him in hot water? Mm, I don't know. Uh, get into trouble?
Very good. Again, the other day we talked about fire and heat, and hot and fire has to do with anger or trouble very often. Yeah, and sometimes we use this entire idiom. I landed in hot water with the boss, or sometimes very often we shorten it. I'm in hot water with my wife because I stayed out late last night. All right, I'm in trouble. Uh, Very common. Also, this is quite common in hot water. Very common expression to use. Ooh, I like this next one. Igor, like water off a duck's back.
It's an easy one. It's it's no effect on me.
Yeah.
We have the
Uh,
same.
really?
Yeah, exactly the same.
No kidding. This is a very, detailed kind of idiom. I wouldn't expect that other
Well,
cultures would have it, but that's
we
cool.
have a lot of ducks here. And ducks,
Okay, true.
ducks are known to have some grease on their feathers.
That's true.
why they don't get wet.
That's right. Like water off a duck's back. All right. Um, so something this kind of similar in usage to it's water under the bridge. Okay, it's past and forgotten. Like water off a duck's back. It really doesn't bother me at all. Often you'd hear this. Somebody, oh, I can't believe that Mike said that to you. Aren't you angry? And you might reply, it's like water off a duck's back. Mike's an idiot. I don't really pay attention to anything he says, for example.
Also, we can use this if someone gets into trouble and doesn't care about that, and it doesn't affect them in any way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's right. Absolutely. Okay, Julio, watered down.
Watered down, made less forceful. No?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anything worse than watered down tequila? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, some unscrupulous, really horrible bartenders or establishments may water down their liquor so it's less powerful. So that's a very physical usage, physical meaning, but if more abstractly we water down, for example, if the government waters down a law, all right, maybe they make the penalty much less harsh. Maybe they make it easy to get around the law. Okay, so commonly rules and laws and things like that get watered down. Yeah, all right. Ken, it doesn't hold water.
Hold the water.
Yeah.
Is not credible?
That's right. For example, your argument doesn't hold water. Sorry, I can't believe your argument. You don't have enough proof. Your argument doesn't make sense. It's not logical. Not only is it not credible, not believable. Credible means believable. A lot of times, many times, we say your argument or your conclusion doesn't hold water. We're pointing out that it's really not logical. Okay. This one is also very common, especially if you're in an argument with someone, if you're debating a point. Very common to use this.
It's like if the argument had a lot of holes, that's why it doesn't hold water, right?
Very good. Very much related. Your argument, you've got so many holes in your argument, it doesn't make sense at all. And your conclusion just doesn't hold water. Exactly. Your argument has holes in it, the water leaks out. It's basically, both of those are very similar. They both kind of go together. I'm going to skip the next half of because I started late. Maybe we'll come back to it, but it's basically review. So let's look at some new ones here. All right, again, fill in the blank. We're doing fill in the blank on these sentences with these 4 idioms. Roman. First one.
Okay. Right in the middle of the coffee break, Jim that we should sell the company.
Ooh.
What is the idea?
Very good. Definitely. Jim floated the idea. So it's very common to use this idiom. You float an idea at a meeting. In a group of people, for sure. Usually. You bring up an idea that maybe unusual. If you float an idea, you're basically just putting it out there, okay, just to see what the reaction is. You're not doing any kind of formal proposal, all right? You're not making a motion in a company or at a meeting to do something. You're just kind of saying to everyone, hey, think about this. What if we, all right, that's floating an idea, just to basically gauge the reaction you get. Hey, here's an idea. Or so many times we float an idea that we just thought of, like right now. Okay, Araceli, number 2.
Elections aren't decided by people who vote for the same party. It's actually the floating voters who make the difference and elect the government.
Okay. Now, of course, does that mean the voters who are bobbing around in the ocean?
Maybe the Cubans.
Yeah, in the ocean of options, of political options.
Oh, in
Yeah,
the
I mean,
woo, nice. In the ocean of political options, Araceli. Ooh, wow, very poetic. All right, nice. That
yeah,
was great.
we we say yes, people who are doubting for this. We don't have this idiom. I like it. Floating
Okay,
voters. I mean, I suppose there are people who are didn't decide their vote, and they
that's
may
right.
vary in one election or the other.
Yeah, and they don't necessarily vote for one party or the other. They try to pick who the best candidate is. Frankly, I'm one of these people. I'm a floating voter. The whole party thing annoys me, but that's my personal opinion. But anyway, I loved your metaphor. That was a beautiful metaphor there.
Thank you.
Floating around in the ocean of in political opinion. Okay, that's great. But Julio, did you have something you wanted to add? I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off.
I was just saying that I thought it was talking about the Cubans, the floating voters.
Gotcha. Oh my, we are witty today, aren't we, class? Okay, very good. Okay, Igor, let's look at number 3.
When I left school, I got no help from anyone. Just had to sink or swim in those days.
Yeah. Okay. Sink or swim, do or die. Either you make it or you don't. Basically, you could start a new job and and they give you no training at all. So they just let you start working, and either you sink or swim. Either you figure it out, or you sink, you drown, you're hopelessly behind, and you can't deal with
It's
it.
like not giving up, I think.
Well, you're given no choice. Either you're asked to do something or told to do something, but you're not really given any training, any assistance, any help. So you don't have a choice. You have to do something, and either you're successful or you're not. But you're not really given
Yeah.
any resources or help.
If I said something like keep afloat instead of this, would it make sense?
Well, yeah, it kind of would. Okay, for example, all right, you're thrown to the wolves by your new employee. He just sends you out there to start working and do the job. Okay, and he tells you, well, I don't have time to train you. You're just going to have to sink or swim. Okay, you may come home and you may say to your wife, "Wow, the new job is really difficult. I had a really hard day. I could barely keep my head above water." Yeah, okay. Usually, keeping your head above water has to do with finances, but it could be used in this way. Definitely.
Okay, thank you very much for explaining.
Sure. Well, that's what I'm here for. As we say in America, that's why I get paid the big bucks.
Do you actually get paid at big bucks?
No, but hey, that's an expression we use in America. If it's very common actually, and it doesn't really have anything to do with making a lot of money. But a lot of times, if we help somebody out, or especially if a superior, a manager helps out a subordinate, they may say, "Thank you so much for your help," and the boss would very commonly say, "That's why I get the big bucks." It's it's really just a playful kind of answer. There's really no meaning to it. Julio. My God.
Number 4.
Yes.
When I heard about her murder on the evening news, my heart snapped. Oh, my heart sank.
My heart
Sank.
sank. Yeah, not snack. Sank.
Sank like a rock.
Sank like a rock. Yeah. Very good. Sure, you could be even more expressive. My heart sank like a rock would be great. Um, yes, this is quite common. My heart sank when I heard the factory was going to close. All right, when obviously you become very quickly upset and depressed. But that's not all. There's many more. Let's go all at sea. I'm all at sea. I don't know what to do. Okay. Here we go to the ocean, to the seas and to the ocean, and idioms related therein. Okay, 8 different idioms here. We're going to do more fill in the blank. Okay, Igor, what's your question? I nearly fainted. Instead of saying my heart sank. Yeah. Sure, I nearly fainted. I was so shocked. Yeah, my heart sank mean I was really depressed. Slightly different. Both are definitely talking about a reaction. Okay, where are we here? Ken, it's your turn, I think.
Okay, the World Wide Web, internet shopping from home, chat rooms. I'm blank with all this new technology.
I'm
I'm I all at sea.
I'm all at sea with this new technology. Yes, that is the most logical answer. Yes, very good. If you're all at sea, like you're lost in the ocean, it means you're lost. You're hopelessly confused and lost. You don't know which way to turn. You don't know what option to do. Maybe, for example, like in this case, there's too many options. There's so many options, you just don't know what to do. Okay, I'm trying to decide what kind of coffee I want at Starbucks. Oh my God, I'm all at sea. I have no idea. Do I want the Hawaiian Kona? Do I want the Vietnamese blend? Oh my God, I'm all at sea. All
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Igor, that would be very hard for me to do since this is a picture only and I can't copy paste these. So I'd have to waste a lot of time typing. I wouldn't get very far. Oh, okay, let's move on. Roman, number 2. Oh.
When all
Okay.
the redundant in hospital.
You're cutting out a little. Right.
When
Thanks.
all the redundancies were.
Okay. There was blank in hospitals throughout the country. Hospitals? That's weird.
Make
Okay.
waves.
Well,
No, what?
related. Yeah, very close. Yeah, you have the idea with waves. Yeah, waves. Yeah, it is going to make waves because there was a wave of protests. All right. And okay, we use the word waves, suddenly a lot. Okay, there were many protests and very suddenly. Okay. All right. After the advertisement in the paper, there was a wave of applicants for the position. Okay, we had 100 applicants stop at the factory today for a job. There was a wave of applicants. Okay, so anything that there's a lot of and suddenly we can use a wave of. It doesn't have to be protests. It could be anything. I'd like to be hit by a wave of money. But yeah, you just don't see that very often. Okay, interesting here also as well, I want to point out, this is British material. Many Americans wouldn't even know what this means, or it sounds weird to Americans. Redundancies are when people get laid off. They're not really fired. You're fired when you do something bad at work and they never want to see you again. If you're made redundant, British vocabulary, then they don't have enough work for you to do. So they lay you off in American English. So you are laid off in American English.
In American English?
Yeah, laid off. I got laid off. When all the layoffs, it can be a noun, by the way, just like the redundancies. When all the layoffs were announced, okay, would probably likely be how an American would express this. Okie dokie. Araceli, number 3. Araceli, are you there? She's been carried away by a wave of internet noise. Okay. All right, Araceli, I guess we'll come back to you. Igor.
I'm here?
Yeah.
Number 3, I see. I can see public opinion is coming around to our way of thinking. At last, the tide is turning.
Very good. The tide is turning. Okay, very good example to public. Okay, public opinion is changing. The tide is turning. It could be anything else as well. Oh, we've been.
Yeah, I've heard this one before a lot of times.
Yes, it's very common. It's very common also in news articles.
When something is changing.
Something's changing.
Or to the worst, I think.
Or for the worse. For the worst, we say, not to the worst. Changing
for the better.
For the better or for the worse. That's right. When something big is changing, many times it has to do with public opinion or, I don't know, maybe corruption in the government is finally slowing down. The tide is finally turning.
Maybe if there are two sides of conflicts and one is beginning to win, then I can still use this one. Like
that's right. That's right. That's absolutely correct. I'm talking about a conflict between two countries or even a conflict between two companies. I mean, that happens in real life.
What if it's just about two people?
Just about two people. It's possible. It's possible. Okay.
Wouldn't it sound strange?
Well, okay, let me give you an example. I really want to take a small mini vacation, a few days off, and go hiking with a friend of mine a few hundred kilometers from here in the mountains for a couple, 3 days. And initially, my wife did not want me to, but she has started a small business with her sister, and now she needs money from me to help her with her new business. So, in regards to my hiking trip, the tide is turning. She's coming around to my way of thinking.
I see. That's a great example.
Yeah, and it's true. The best examples are real. Okay. Yeah, so it's possible. Okay. Julio, number 4.
Number. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
It's I don't care if I can't afford to go to the match in Helsinki. I'm going,
Oh, yeah.
come hell or high water.
Excellent. And yeah, and this is also a very common idiom. Lots of very common ones today. Come hell or high water, I'm going hiking. I don't care. Regardless of the outcome, regardless of any adversities, regardless of everything and anything, you're going to do something, whatever you decided.
Come rain or shine.
Come rain or shine, yeah, very much related, very similar. Rain or shine, we're gonna do it. Hell and high water, maybe slightly stronger even. Okay, Ken, number 5.
No planes, no trains, no buses. When the strikes had started, we were blank in a hotel. We left high and dry.
Excellent, very good. If a ship goes up on the rocks or on a coral reef, and then the tide goes down, you have low tide. What happens to the ship? We can say the ship is left high and dry. Okay, it's no longer in the water. So if you're stuck somewhere, and obviously the ship is very stuck, it's not going anywhere. It's up on the rocks. So it's left high and dry. So if you're trapped somewhere, you're left high and dry. Okay, they're left high and dry at the hotel. But even more, that's quite concrete. You're talking about going somewhere. So you could be physically stuck somewhere in a place, or if you're feeling like you're completely abandoned. All right, I took a position at work, and many of my coworkers agreed with me. But then when we went to the meeting and I floated my idea, my coworkers suddenly abandoned the ship. Oh, there is another kind of related C one. Abandoned ship and left me high and dry. So, okay, they kind of left me stranded all by myself. What a rat. Indeed. What a bunch of rats. Exactly. Precisely what you would think, what you might say. Very good. All right. Roman?
Yeah. There has been a sea change in the way we teach lessons.
Yeah, that's right. You're cutting out a little bit, but yeah, you got it right. There's been a sea change, a large shift in basic concept, really probably a more general big idea, a sea change, a very large and permanent change in thinking. Or, well, as permanent as anything is permanent. Maybe that's misinformation. What's permanent? I don't know. Okay, Igor, number 7.
Spending 10,000 pounds on a trip to the Bahamas is just a drop in the ocean for the government.
Yeah, a drop in the ocean. We also very commonly say a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, I wanted to mention this one.
Yeah, it's probably for Americans or for me that's even more common. It's just a drop in the bucket. I use that idiom. I definitely do.
I also heard something like just another drop in the bucket.
Yeah, but just a slightly alternate way to say it, but that's right. Um, it's nothing. It's just a drop in the bucket. No problem. Um, okay, and generally we're always talking about. It's not always about money. It's just usually about money.
I
Uh,
know.
but it doesn't have to be about money.
It's like if it can be about people. If, for example, some country accepting refugees and the country is already big, but
Yeah,
there is a small number of refugees, accepting them would be like a drop in the bucket for the
right.
country.
Good example. Very good example, actually. Perfect. All right. Yeah, that's the idea. There's already so many. Okay, Julio, number 8.
Number 8. In private, people are telling you they agree with you, but they won't support you in public. And plan, and you will
Something,
regret it.
something, and you will regret it.
Mm, okay, make waves, and you will
In,
regret it.
indeed. Do you know an idiom that is closely related to make waves? Think about boat. You're in the boat and there's waves.
Send the ripples.
Waves. Uh, don't rock the boat is what I was thinking of. So if you advise somebody not to make waves, don't make waves, don't rock the boat. Very similar idioms, very similar meanings. Um, you know, don't make things shaky. Don't be controversial. If you're going to make waves, you're going to say something that may be controversial. May get you in trouble. If you make waves at work, you could get fired. Um, all right, things are going along fine. Don't make waves. Okay, business is okay. Don't rock the boat. Don't change anything. Don't, do anything that may cause a big change. Don't make
And
waves.
it
Yeah.
reminded me of an anecdote, a common anecdote in my country. Like yesterday, we were trying to find fairness at the work. Today we are finding a new word.
Ah, okay. I get you. Right, somebody's rocking the boat. Okay. Small note similar to what Julio and I were talking about earlier. A container with a small hole, okay, your argument has holes in it, is not watertight. So we often use watertight to talk about an argument. It's a watertight argument, or the negative, your argument's not watertight. Saying the same thing, your argument has holes in it. Uh, okay, something which is not watertight leaks. When water comes out of something, that thing leaks. The bucket leaks, water comes out. So often we also talk about leaking information that comes from political leaders or military leaders or whatever. If there's a leak of information that should not be public, okay.
Can I say like, you can tell me that secret? You know that I'm watertight. Just completely open.
Uh, well, although I would know instantly what you meant, I don't think that's a normal use. No. Um, no. How I would say that, I can keep my mouth shut. That's how I would say that.
A blubber.
Yeah, probably not watertight. You probably wouldn't use it that way. And it's often used for arguments. Hey, oh, well, okay, I started late and I went a little late. I'm a little bit over the time I'm supposed to be, but oh well. Thank you, everyone, very much. I'll be back in a couple hours with another class, but Thanks for being patient while my technical problems were sorted out. Thanks for joining me. See you again soon.
It was fun.
Bye bye.
Thank you